Friends, in this presentation we shall study the sampling for import. We welcome you to this project of learning export and import trade. Enjoy learning. Thanks. Often the importer in India would like to see the sample, say if raw material, the use, quality and suitability in the production of final goods in India. If it is a spare part, whether it fits into the machine. If these are ready goods for sale, samples are required to show the prospective traders in India and take advance orders. Import of samples. In the international trade, it is considered often necessary that samples of goods manufactured in one country be sent to another country for being shown or demonstrated for customer appreciation and inspection and for soliciting orders for goods from another country. India is also a signatory to a 1952 convention to facilitate importation of commercial samples and advertising materials. The notifications issued in this regard enable duty-free import of genuine commercial samples into the country for a smooth flow of trade. It is, however, not a means to avoid paying customs duty through repeated imports of samples in smaller lots. The commercial samples are basically specimens of goods that may be imported by the traders or representatives of manufacturers abroad in India to know its characteristics and usage and to assess its marketability in India. Samples include consumer goods, consumer durables, prototypes of engineering goods, or even high-value equipment, machineries, including agricultural machinery and their accessories. However, goods which are prohibited under Foreign Trade Development and Regulation Act 1992 are not allowed to be imported as samples. For example, wild animals, wild birds and parts of wild animal and birds, ivory, arms and ammunition and narcotic drugs. We should see the latest provisions in respect of restrictions on import of samples. Samples can be imported by the trade, industry, individual companies, associations, research institutes or laboratories. These can also be brought by the representatives of foreign manufacturer as part of their personal baggage or through port or in courier. They can also be sent by the manufacturer traders abroad to above parties in India. The purpose can be display at an exhibition also. The bona fide trade samples can be imported by trade and industry provided the said goods have been supplied free of charge. For duty-free clearance, the value of individual samples should not exceed rupees 5,000 and aggregate value should not exceed rupees 60,000 per year or 15 units of samples in a year. However, the prototypes of engineering goods can be imported even if the value is more than rupees 5,000. Such prototype goods can be imported up to a value of rupees 10,000 without payment of duty, as long as the goods are rendered useless as merchandise by a suitable process. In case the value exceeds rupees 10,000, the said goods have to be re-exported within a period of 9 months or such extended period as the Assistant Commissioner of Customs may allow. The high valued samples are cleared after depositing duty with customs and giving an undertaking for their re-export within 9 months. The deposited duty is refunded when the machinery is exported back. However, if more than one product is being imported in India, the value limit is increased proportionately. Similarly, if the samples are consigned to more than one consignee by any foreign company and are sent at the same time through the same airport, it shall not be charged to duty if the value limit of rupees 5,000 per unit is adhered to. The consignments meant for distribution to different parties in India can also be imported together for convenience of transport if the packets are clearly marked and addressed to different persons in India. The value of rupees 5,000 is the value of the goods at a country of dispatch, excluding local refundable taxes like VAT in the country of dispatch. In case of free samples of rupees 5,000, it does not include freight or courier charges. If value is above rupees 5,000, the freight insurance charges would be added to calculate the duty payable. Importers are trusted to declare correctly and adhere to their undertaking of the limits of yearly value and quantity. However, if any person is suspected to contravene the limit or undertaking deliberately, he is liable to be investigated, penalized, or prosecuted. How will a salesman from a foreign country bring in samples to India? A commercial traveler of foreign country is eligible to import bona fide samples if the value of each of the item is not more than rupees 5,000 per unit. He is also not required to produce the IEC code at the time of clearance of the goods. The importing executive must declare that these goods are meant for securing export order or guidance of exporters and that the total value does not exceed rupees 60,000 per item during the 12-month period and that he has not imported more than 15 units of the said goods within last 12 months. He also undertakes that he would not sell these goods. If he sells, he will pay the duty on those goods. Machinery, which are prototypes of engineering goods imported either for further manufacturing of the said goods or to be used as capital goods for export production or in connection of securing further export orders, can also be imported duty free if the value does not exceed rupees 10,000. The said goods are normally defaced or made unsaleable by punching, cracking, marking with indelible ink, etc. In case the machinery is valued more than rupees 10,000, such goods are always chargeable to duty. The goods can be cleared by furnishing a bank guarantee or deposit of the duty payable and an undertaking from the importer that the said goods would be re-exported within 9 months of import. In case of high valued machinery, the importer is to give an undertaking that the said goods are to be utilized for the purpose of demonstration at the place which is declared. The customs authority may also seal the machinery during its journey from the port of importation to the place of demonstration and is unsealed only at the place of operation or place of demonstration. The samples have to be re-exported within 9 months. However, the Assistant Commissioner Customs may under special circumstances extend the period of 9 months for a further reasonable period. Import of samples under other schemes. In addition to above, the following specific provisions or schemes are available for duty-free import of samples. Under 100% EOUs, EPZ, EHTP schemes, the samples of all type of goods manufactured by the units can be imported duty-free. Samples can also be imported for Government of India sponsored events, which are trade and industry fairs. These machineries are imported under a CARNET. Samples can also be imported for private commercial exhibition for display or demonstration with prior permission of Ministry of Commercial and Indian Trade Promotion Organization. Samples are allowed duty-free import for promotion of tourism equipment and ancillary goods. We should see the latest provisions in respect of imports of samples. No authorization shall be required for import of bona fide technical and trade samples of items restricted in ITCHS except vegetable seeds, bees and new drugs. Samples of tea not exceeding Rs 2000 CIF in one consignment shall be allowed without an authorization by any person connected with tea industry. Duty-free import of samples up to Rs 3 lakhs for all exporters shall be allowed as per terms and conditions of customs notification. Thanks.